Hello friends, welcome to MATLAB tutorials. So in this tutorial we will try to study how to do plottings in MATLAB. So first of all we will see simple plots, then we will try to do some properties modifications like how to change the line style, how to change the colors, all these things. Some advanced properties we will try to understand like how to put legends, their locations, and how to change the marker size and all. And then we will try to understand how we can plot multiple graphs in the same figure, and then in a particular figure how we can put sections. Like suppose we can take an example of one figure window, and in that we'll try to convert it into four sections. So in all the four sections we'll try to plot some figures, and then we'll try to understand how to put legends for each and every plots. So let's open MATLAB. Alright, so let's start with clear screen, then we'll close all the open figures if it is there, then we'll clear all the variables if it is already available. Now let's start a vector x is equal to we'll start with minus pi is to 0.01 is to pi. Okay, we can remove the space from here, and then suppose y we are going to define a function sine of x. Okay, so basically x is going from minus pi to plus pi in a step of 0.01, and we are designing a vector y is equal to sine of x. Now very simple, you can just write plot y. So basically whatever y is there that will be plotted. So let's run it. So see, it is giving you sine of x. Now you can observe here one thing is sine of x is amplitude is minus 1 to plus 1, and the indexes you are seeing 0 to around some 650 or something. So it is giving you because I have not given any x coordinate, I have just given y. So plot, what happens is this plots at the indexes of that. Now if you want to incorporate our x values, then x comma y will give us corresponding values of x and y. So you can see it is giving you minus pi to plus pi. So this is the way, this is very simple plots, that's how we can understand. Now suppose what we want to do is we want to change the line width. So this is line width, by default it is 1, so we can increase the line width by writing line width comma 2. So it will plot double width. Okay, so you can see the line width has changed. Now suppose we want to change the color, so what we can do is just after this we can just put R for red. Okay, so it will make red color, so red color is changed. Now suppose you want to change the other colors, you want to put it blue, it will make it blue. Okay, so blue. If you want to make it black color, so it's for K. So these so many variables are there, so I will show it to you like where you can get all these variables, I mean by putting, I mean in help commands. Now you have learned how to change the color of the lines. Now suppose we want it to be dashed lines, so K dash, if you put, it will put dashed lines. So it has not put dashed, you can put double dash, it will give you dash dash. Okay, so this is dash dash. Now if you want to change the shape of dash dot, so it will give you dash dot. Okay, so dash dot dash dot. Now suppose you want to change the shape of you want a caret symbol, I mean triangles, so it will give you triangles. So you can see this guy is giving you triangles. So since there are a lot of points in here, so we are not able to understand how it is giving us. Okay, so we will show you by reducing the number of points. So instead of defining this vector as, I mean this way, I mean colon operator, we can put line spacing, so it will be easier for us to change the number of points. So line space lower limit comma upper limit comma number of points. Suppose I am going to take 20 points between these two. Okay, so it will give us what? 20 points between minus pi to plus pi, and then it will plot sine of x. So let's see. So you can see these are the triangles that is being seen. If you increase the number of points, you will see accordingly little bit more closer. So 30 points I am taking between them. Alright, if you want you can increase it up to 50, and that's how we have made it little better. Alright, next what we can understand is, let's see what other features are there in plot. So you just type help plot. So it will give you other available colors, shapes, everything. So if you want to, just I'll give you simple examples, like suppose you want circles. So KO, so O will give you circles. Okay, so circles are there. Suppose you want a square, so you put S, it will give you squares. Okay, so squares are there. So this is how you can make it. Now, as I told you, help plot. So you will see lots and lots of things over this. So this is plot x comma y, it is giving you, and then it is giving you B for blue, G for green, R for red. So these are the color combinations that you can write. Then these are the points that will be appearing in your plots. So this is how we can start with. Now let's change the marker sizes and all. So what I'll do is I'll change the marker size. Like you can see marker size is small, I can make it big. Marker size comma 10. Okay, so it will make the marker size 10. See, it has big, I mean become little bit big. Suppose you want to make it 20, so it will be much more visible. So you can see bigger. Now let's do some more modifications. So I'll just remove all these extra features and I'll keep it very simple graph. Let it be black color with line width 2. Alright. Now what we will do is we'll try to put grids. So how we can put grids on this is you have to just write it grid on. So it will do the grid on. Okay. So grid is visible now. Now suppose you want to specify what is the x-axis, what is the y-axis, and what is the name of my graph. So we can put it by putting title. So title sine graph, suppose sine graph. So be sure that it should be inside the inverted commas. Okay, so it will give you the titles. So once we run it, it is giving you sine graph. Now suppose you want to put it x label and y label. So what we will do is x label, and then we can put angles. Okay, and similarly y label we can put. So this is sine of x. Okay, so x label and y label is visible now. So sine of x is this side, angle is this side. Okay, so angle, if you want, in you can put it radian. So it will appear radians. All right. Next, suppose you want to put it legend. So for one graph it is not useful because you already know that this graph is for sine x. So even then if you want to put, you can put it legend, and then put the name of the graph. So suppose sine x you want to specify. So it will give you sine x as legend. Okay. So sine x as legend. Now if you change the color of this graph, you will see the line is automatically changing. So let's make it a blue color, and you will see that legend is also changed according to blue color. Alright. So this is the simple thing that we have done in our plot. Now it is always a good practice to start with a figure, okay, and then plot anything so that it gives you a figure and start. Otherwise what will happen is, let's suppose make it commented, and then I am going to plot. Suppose I am going to have one more function, y1 is equal to sine of 2x, okay. So sine of 2x is going to get plotted, and suppose I am going to increase the amplitude also by 2. So I am going to plot x versus y1. So basically I am going to plot y1 function with respect to x, which is 2 sine 2x. Now I have already plotted sine, x comma y. Now I am going to plot x comma y1, but I have not done any figures and all. Let's see what happens. See, so what it does is, basically in the same figure it replaces that previous plot, okay. So for that, to avoid this, what we can do is, we can keep one figure there and start one figure here as well. Before this plot also you can start, or after this, okay. So this is how both the figures will be available. You can see both the figures are available. So this is my sin x, the previous one. This is my next graph, which is -2 to +2, which is the amplitude of this graph. Alright, suppose we want to put these two figures in the same previous figure. So what we'll do is, we'll not start figure, we'll delete this. And after plotting this, we can keep hold on. So this is called as hold on, okay. So once you hold on, this will hold the figure, and it will plot x comma y1 as well in the same figure. So see what it has done. It has plotted, and then another graph is also plotted there. But one thing you see the change is, earlier sin x was there as legend, now data 1 has come. But because I have not specified the legend, so it is not a good practice to put the legends like this. What we can do is, we can plot it here, put legend sin x, and then next one is 2 sin 2x, right? So I'll put it 2 sin 2x, okay, and be sure that keep the order same so that it specifies properly. So you will see 2 sin 2x is the second faint one, and this is sin x, okay. So this is the way we understand how to put it. Now suppose you want to keep the legend location somewhere else. So what you can do is, put location comma, which direction you want. Like, let's suppose we want east, okay. So it will put east direction. Or if it is not giving you properly, then it will give you error. So if you want to see it legend, so it gives us the proper position, like location northeast or something like that we have to put, okay. So let's see, like this we will put it. Location is, like, suppose we want to put northeast. Okay, so this should be also inside the inverted comma. So see, the northeast it is there. Now suppose we want to make it northwest. So it will give you northwest. So the legend location has changed. So wherever we want, we can put it. So this one will be which direction? Like southwest. So I'll put it southwest. So location is southwest. So southwest has come. Correct. And same way we could have put line width 2 for this guys also, and we can put it like this. And then suppose we want it to be like black color purposely, and then we want it dots, So these things we can write it on our own. So see, dashed and then right color. So alright guys, we have studied this. One more method to plot two figures in the same graph is something like this. So let's do that as well. So what I'll do is I'll start another figure, and in that I'll teach you how to make these two graphs together. So let's plot it here. So what we can do is x comma y comma x comma y1. Okay, so this is how, and you want you can put the properties as well. So first let's draw it simple. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just remove these things for now, and y equal to sine x and y1 equal to 2 sine 2x will get plotted here like this. So what we have to do, x1 coordinate, y1 coordinate, then x2 coordinate, y2 coordinate, like that we have to put. So this is another method to plot multiple graphs in the same figure. So these two graphs are there, and in the same manner we can just put the legends. Okay, so legends is done, and then we can put our grades and titles, everything. So as it is we can put it, and we can enable them, and let's see what happens. So see, these legends are there, title is there, and then sin x, radian, everything is there. So alright guys, thank you so much. In the next tutorial we will see how to do the sections in a particular graph, and much more advanced properties in the next tutorials. Thank you so much. Bye.